Hello ladies and gentlemen, I am PANCZASU the Mighty. Well, I guess I could call myself the Mighty Griffin Spanish since mix no longer apply in this game, do they? So yeah, I have my copy of Heroes 6, Might and Magic Heroes 6 to be precise, as I mentioned in my last videocast. However, because of Shinoshide's the boys being released, well, I could not possibly make this video yesterday because I was watching the music video for about 2 hours without any pause whatsoever, so you might imagine that I was kinda spazzing out. But I'm going off topic. I know that most of you are here to, check out the Heroes 6 stuff that I'm going to present to you, and I thought to myself that I might actually decide to go for a semi-review. I say semi-review because I did not beat the game yet. This is more of like a, let's say, first impression from a man that did participate in beta, so I know what improved, what did not, this kind of stuff. So you will know if the game is worth a buy or not, which I might already say it probably is, but let's get to it, right? So first of all, yeah, unfortunately the menu, subtitles, everything is in Polish. The sound language is in English, but well, for some odd reason I did not have an option to install this game in English. Yeah, I know, that's strange. So I did delete the music, audio files from my game directory. So now I have, this kind of Polish-English hybrid. I hope you don't mind. If you do, I'll try to reinstall the game and download the English version from somewhere. Since I already own the game, I cannot possibly pirate it, right? So, the change that was not in the beta, at least, well, I was not participating in the latest state of the beta, but this is the Altar of Wishes, or whatever you should call it. It's basically a place when you can spend your, I guess you could call those points, to make it easy, for different sort of mostly cosmetic, but not only stuff, to add to your heroes, your custom created heroes. You create heroes just like you did in the beta, but in here you can, purchase the stuff that you want to use in order to, make your heroes unique. So, for example, you can go for a custom, what's it called, avatar. You can go for some skills that are not usually available. For example, you can get elite creatures increase, what's it called? Well, summoning ratio, whatever. You can get all sorts of stuff, and the better level you're on, the better stuff you can get, obviously. So far I'm on the lowest, the iron level, but you can get pretty far and get some cool or not so cool avatars and some interesting abilities and other stuff like that. Do not worry, this is not real money, this is just, those are the points that you earn during the game. For example, when you progress through the campaign, or... Why did you freeze right there? Oh, I guess... well, it doesn't matter. So that's the stuff that you gain automatically. I did not reset you here, but I guess you could be there. So yeah, everything is pretty much similar to the beta, except... oh, wait a minute. That's nice. I'm the destroyer now. Well, it is, of course, a little bit tweaked, a little bit improved. Well, this is the same screen that we've seen before. I do have the collector's edition, so I do have a couple of heroes that not everybody has. For example, this girl and this guy and other stuff like that. This is my favorite hero that I use almost all the time. There are other things that are worth noticing. So, for example, why did I exit the screen? I have no idea. For example, well, those are enemies that I have encountered so far. Not too many, because yeah, I'm making this video as fast as possible for you guys, because I love you so much. And what, well, those are the achievements, no biggie there. And where is, yeah, that's the Altar of Wishes, but I want to check out something else. Where is it? Oh, it's over here. Those are the, I guess we could call them my, oh man, I really hate the fact that this game is in Polish right now, because I cannot possibly remember the English word for that. Anyway, those are the weapons, artifacts that you earn to you as more like as a player than as a hero in a specific campaign or scenario such as. So for example, I have those 4 weapons and I can equip them to any of my heroes in any game I play that allows it. For example, you can disallow it in multiplayer games, obviously, but if I play a campaign or a single player skirmish mode or whatever, a hot seat game, I can just equip my heroes with those artifacts right off the bat, just because I have them, and I can actually level them as well. As you can see, one is already leveled up to level 2, so this is an interesting thing. There are some, well, those are the things that you can buy at the Altar of Wishes. Those are the 3 defaults that you start with, so, you know, the standards, wood and ore bonus, gold bonus, etc, etc, and the abilities, which do not matter at all. But yeah, that's more or less what you've seen, what I wanted to show you. Now, there is one thing that I do have to point out, because it is kinda standing out, really. So let's go to the skirmish mode, and oh, here there's a small map. That's very nice. Thing is, do you know how small this map is? You right now have the view of this entire map. All that is on this little tiny map is 1 town per player. Of course, I'm only going to count things for 1 player. So we've got 1 town, 1 wood ore, that's a fair and a half. 1 whoa, that was a fair. 1 sawmill, 1, what's it called? Ore mine, 1 dragon crystal mine, whatever it's called, blood crystal. 1 building that gives you some kind of, you know, boosts your stats a little bit. 1, well, basically there's 1 more building, and that's it, just it. Then it mirrors for both players. There's a handful of neutral units, just about, I don't know, 10 per each player, maybe less. So, excuse me. But this is a map even well, actually I am quite an experienced map maker, but still, I could make this map in like 3 hours, more or less. I'm not used to the Hero 6 world builder yet, but seriously, I would expect a little bit more from somebody who's getting paid to make a map. I mean, I can understand that people might want to play a map that is small, right? So you can fight your enemy fast, and you don't have to spend a month game time in getting to your enemy and getting a nice army. That's a very nice concept, except for the fact that on this map you have to sit for about 2 weeks in your primary castle in order to gain an army that is actually able to tear through the neutral guardians on the bridge, which are very strong. So what on earth? You have, why would you want possibly to create a map where you have to sit in your castle for about 2 weeks doing nothing, just upgrading your town, your army, waiting to get strong enough to not only defeat the neutral guardians but also attack the enemy after that? This is the most silly thing I have ever seen. I am very disappointed with this map. Then again, this is the first map I played. Maybe, most probably others are better. So let's hope that's how it is, because this map, wow, failure and a half. Sorry, Ubisoft Black Hole, although you did a nice job with this game, but this map is a joke, seriously. Alright, so I guess I'll split this video right now, because I know you guys want to watch some battles and things like that. So we'll talk about the map creator, or whatever you want to call it, in the next part of those videos, because it definitely is something that I should mention, and also I'll say my impressions of the final release after, well, during some interesting battle, whenever I encounter some interesting enemies. So see you guys soon. Alright, so guys, as you can obviously notice, I decided to not split this video just because I just noticed how short the previous recording was. So right away, I just want to clarify, I did decide to play the map that I just showed how much I hate, because it is the smallest one and I want to show you some battle ASAP. So I tried my hardest to gain a large army relatively fast. I mean, it's still very early in the game, as you can obviously notice, but I wanted to point out some things that I could otherwise forget. For example, as you can obviously tell, the battlefield, there are some things that you might have read about, but I did not make a spotlight for them any times earlier. So, for example, this is the blind priestess. If you stand on this orb of light, you gain a huge luck increase. And there are many you know, structures similar to that one on the battle maps that are common to find. And honestly, I think this idea is brilliant because it makes the battles much more interesting. Each battle can have something different, and often you will find that capturing those points might be actually vital to victory if the army you're fighting against is relatively big. Another thing that I never really showed you guys is a little feature, but it's pretty cool. It's the hotbar menu. So for example, I have those two spells. Cool, I can just click on them right away. And the game will remember that I put them over here, and I will never have to drag them again, and simply I have them at my disposal at all times, which is very cool. As you might also notice, I did turn this game speed to the minimal. Why is that? Well, apparently if you try to increase it, the speed I mean, well, it is kinda strange because the voices that you hear from the units are also sped up. So I didn't really want to hear the Heaven troops doing some like, yeah, stuff. I mean, yeah, it was more or less like that. It was very high-pitched voice because it was sped up, and, you know, it sounds weird. Maybe it was fixed with dispatch. I have to check it out because there was a hotfix just moments ago. But yeah, it was pretty strange. I must admit. So do I really want to attack those? Oh, I definitely do not. They're gonna tear me apart. But I am not gonna get this lag increase. I'm just gonna get closer to it. However, this might be a mistake because right now they have their turn and they will be able to get there unless I get there first. Actually, I can freeze them. No, I cannot freeze them. They are immune to that, aren't they? I'm pretty sure they are immune because, well, obviously they are the creatures of water, and the water magic does not do a whole lot of damage to them, and they are resistant to most of the effects. So I just attack them. This is my classic attack. I'm playing as a mage, so instead of fighting with my sword, I kinda do this water pool thingy. It isn't really an wait a moment. It is elemental damage. Oops. Oh well. Well, I only have 9 of those spirits, so I should sacrifice one just to get my thingy charged up. Oh, and I already forgot that I'm only on such a low level. I can charge it up to level 2. On level 2 it is actually pretty powerful. This is a pretty powerful ability because it actually gives you the health bonus to all of your units for one turn, which is quite significant. I mean, not really, but still it is something very nice. Okay, let's heal those kappas. I know this is not the biggest fight and not the most epic that you would expect to see in this video, probably. I understand that, but I just wanted to show you some features before I could possibly forget about them. And there was something else that was very important and I wanted to mention it, but I already forgot what it was. This hurts me. It was something related to the battle. Oh man. Oh yeah, that's right. Do you guys remember, and girls, in my previous videos, the videos of the beta, I was talking quite a lot about the tactics ability. I mean, you remember, in Heroes 5 you could always decide how you want to deploy your troops. In here you need to gain an ability in order to do that, right? Well, that's very cool. The thing is, the game does not remember your settings. So, if you have your favorite, you know, if you have a specific way that you like to put your troops into, for example a square formation protecting your archers, and you pretty much go for it in every match, and you want to go for it again, well, in Heroes 5 you could just set this formation once and the game would remember it for you, so you didn't have to do it again. This game, not so much. Somebody who was too lazy or forgot about such a possibility. You have to set your army every single time. Well, it's not a biggie, I guess, but it is a little bit annoying, and I have no idea why I casted a water magic on a water spirit, because it obviously does not deal a whole lot of damage. Now, let's cast a healing spell on myself, because I don't want to lose too many units in this battle. Well, I am obviously going to lose a few, since I am fighting an elite unit with not a lot of my own units. I'm so tempted to get to this lag thingy, but it's not necessary, and please don't kill all those. Please don't. Well, yeah, I think that is worth mentioning. Lag is way less powerful than it ever was in Heroes. It only deals... well, it does deal an increased amount of damage, but it is only increased by a little bit. Do I really want to use the spell? Not really. So, in previous Heroes games, when you were able to kill, let's say, 3 or 4 units, and you had luck, you would at least kill 4 and most probably 5 or 6, right? In this game, you can actually even kill only 3 units with luck. It's a little bit different the way that the luck counter works. So yeah, I have no issues with that since there is no bad luck in this game anymore. So I guess it was logical to make the luck itself less powerful. Come on, attack already. Thing I dislike about the battle as well, that they changed from the beta. It is actually a change for the wars. What is it? Well, I can't show it, but you probably have seen it just a moment ago. Oh, you will see when those girls have their attack. So let's just wait for it, you will know what I mean. In just a moment. Yeah, I attack, that's right. I'm gonna attack again, okay, that's interesting. If I will have luck, I will not be able to showcase... Okay, I do not, that's good. Okay, so look at this. They attack, my unit does this animation of being hurt, and it counterattacks. What is wrong with this? It slows down the game. In the beta and in Heroes 5, when a unit is about to counterattack, it does not show the pain animation, it just counters attack right away. It speeds up the game, and it is something that was very nice. Right now you can sometimes wait way too long to simply watch a counterattack animation. There are some other similar issues, for example when you fight the water elementals. After they cast a spell you have to like for 10 seconds watching nothing happen on the screen whatsoever just to be able to do your turn. Why? I don't know, maybe it's a bug, maybe it's not, but still it's something that needs to be fixed. So I gained level from that, no biggie, because as you can obviously see, I just started the game. Oh, and one more thing, I don't remember if I noticed this in beta. In beta it was ridiculously hard to gain a level. They fixed that, now you gain level just as fast as you should. Similar, it is also similar with... wait for it. With the blood tier reputation, right now it is actually possible to get to any of those skills. They are not that powerful, but they do have their uses, so it is usually good to only focus on one type of skill set, on only one set of skills. So for example, even though I really like healing spells, because I already have quite a lot of blood reputation, I definitely want to stick with that, and I'm going to go for... wait a minute, do I want to go for the stun? Sorry, there was something else I wanted to have a look at. Oh, don't be tempting me. No, I do want to stun, the stun is very good. Alright, so I'm going to split the video right here, and we'll come back once I have a little bit better army, so I can tear through those neutral guardians with no problem and attack my opponent, which is, I believe, a demon, because I have seen the hero for a short brief moment right there. So, I'll be right back. Alright, so I guess this is the battle that you would like to see. Well, it is not as big as you might have thought, but this is the same map, only like a week has passed since my last recording, I mean game time week, obviously. And there is this battle, the enemy was the first one to, you know, conquer the middle of the map, and now he was on my territory, so I decided to attack him before he would start taking over of my stuff and starve me to death in my castle, because he would obviously gain a big advantage in no time. Thing is, according to the computer, I have a much weaker army than he does, which is actually a possibility, watching that all of his creatures are upgraded except for this one and this one, while I only have 2 upgraded creatures and there's not too many of them, so things are not looking too good for me right now, and I simply hope to achieve as much as I possibly can from this fight. Well, the reason why my army is so weak is pretty simple. I did a big mistake and decided to go for the capital as fast as possible instead for the army, so I just recently started to gain units while the computer has been gaining them for I have no idea how long, but he definitely does not have a capital this soon. Anyway, let's just think what to do in this situation, this dire situation, where I definitely need to weaken their range potential, and I'm definitely so not going to do anything with those guys. Yeah, kill those guys. Girls, rather. Sorry, didn't want to insult you. Am I really going to use this? No, I need to take care of the succubi. They are very powerful. And there we go. Quite a lot of them has died, and ow! Their hero is quite powerful in terms of hitting me hard. Ow, that hurt as well. And as you can see, yeah, they have updated the animation since the beta, so that's that was not expected, to be honest. Also, the enemy has a big artifact advantage. He's got very powerful artifacts that I could only dream of having. So this is also something worth mentioning, and also might be the additional reason why I am going to lose this battle, because things do not look too good if I have to be serious with you. However, if I do win this, then I'm probably going to win this whole game, because this is his entire army, while I did not bring my whole army to this fight. I still have units that I did not buy in my castle, simply because I did not have money for it. But I have capital tomorrow, I'll be able to attack him with my full strength. So for him this is a life or death situation. For me, not yet, but almost. Alrighty then. So, who is the most... I think the Cerberus are the most scary units right there. So I'm going to freeze them so they cannot do anything to me. And I'm going to take care of those guys. Girls? Those are guys! Why do I keep mixing sex of my opponents? That's strange. Also, I need to heal you as fast as possible, while my heal is still in a very high potential. Yeah, that is more or less what I want to do, really. The Cerberus will be affected. And that's all I care about. I did not get the mana steal ability just yet, but I think it's actually pretty good because the enemy doesn't have that much mana. Wow! Stop killing my nurses. Nurses, they're priestess, not nurses. Hey, you don't, no, bad guy. Oh, I'm so going to lose this. Those guys were my main powerhouse, and not only I did not use their abilities yet, but also I lost like half of them already. This is bad. Alright, so I do not want to attack those guys until necessary. So I'm going to try and deal with those elite creatures. Things are not looking too shabby, as Toto Biscuit would say. I mean, my most powerful unit is already half dead. My second most powerful unit is also taking a beating. And my third most powerful... You know how it goes. Pretty much, it's bad. Die, please. Well, one did. Thing is, in this turn he'll be able to attack all my creatures that are surrounding this creature. I don't really want this to happen, so what to do? Wait, I guess. Oh yeah, and I do have this ability that gives me increased health for one turn. This is going to be useful, even though, because I have only, you know, non-elite units, it's not going to be a big deal, really. Wow, 20 lost even after the heal. This is so bad. Maybe, just maybe I'll be out of range of this guy, but I don't think the computer is that silly. Maybe it is. Maybe actually I am out of range. No, I'm not, unfortunately. So, I could kill all of them right now, or I could kill a lot of those. Well, I need to take care of those demented, because they deal the longer they live, the more damage they deal. And they have high morale as well! Wow, this is bad. And they go for my... Once again, I wanted to say nurses and lack. Oh, this is bad. Lack is essential for demons. Not only it occurs very often among the ranks, but also it allows them to do this. Which, what is this, you may ask? Well, this summons the creatures. Oh, this is nice. Yeah, go get them. So, actually it was good for me to cast this skill. Wow, look at the amount of damage I did to those Cerberus. This is incredible. I so love myself for doing that. Not literally, of course. Unfortunately, those Cerberus are having luck yet again. Wow, this is bad. My Snow Maidens are taking quite a beating, and the enemy had luck yet again, so I guess we'll see more of those summoning altars pretty soon. And yeah, this is the attack that damages all units around this. I have no idea why he wasted that on those shark guys. He should have walked and blocked my Proud Priestess. Well, he did not. Should I destroy... No, I will not be able to destroy this Inferno gate in time. And only like 4 Cerberus will spawn. This is something I can do with. Right, so who to kill now? I don't want to get even close to... Oh, wait a minute. My Snow Maidens are going to need some serious help. What to do, bullshit. Let's deal with the Cerberus. Maybe I can do some decent damage, although I do not have any power-ups for the duration of this battle. I did not gain any while my opponent did, and he fled! Well, that's what computer tends to do when he feels that he is not going to win, so I guess I won! That's pretty cool, isn't it? Well, even though he did deal a lot of damage to me, but still, considering that I still have an army to buy at my castle, this is not too bad. and also again that level. Why not spend this point already in front of you guys?